Sure.
What up, ninjas? It's your boy Naptown Ninja AJ, coming at you with a very special interview, live from the First Church of Cannabis. Well, we ain't live, but we coming to you. We live. Y'all ain't live. We are exclusively right here at the First Church of Cannabis. Fucking over here. Fucking, I don't even know if he's in the frame because his ass is so tall. Can y'all see this motherfucker? He's like fucking Ultra Magnus. Over here is the fucking crazy ass wild card of the group, fucking the lovely fucking Kenny.
I don't know what he's talking about. Just because my horns hold my halo up don't mean it ain't there. I'm just saying.
Kenny Rose, y'all. Fucking on my left, we got the fucking homie, the fucking one with the shiny fucking dome right now. Shine it up, fucking. There you go. Okay, fucking be the ninja.
What up, y'all? And I'm actually here with the homies, and we got a special guest for you. You know what up, Ninja? You know how we do it.
Exclusive.
Surprise.
Pastor of the Church of Cannabis.
The first church.
The first church of Cannabis.
The very first.
Mr.
Not the last.
What's
Hi,
up?
I love you. Welcome to the First Church of Cannabis in beautiful Indianapolis, Indiana. And these guys are going to ask me a bunch of questions that I don't know the answers to until they ask.
Because that's how we do it.
So,
First off, thank you so much for having us and taking time
I
out of your day.
think it's awesome you came in. Feel free to come in anytime you want. This is our church. That
Will
means all of
definitely
us.
be.
Thank you. So I'll start off with the first questions, man, and the one I'm most curious about is like, what got you into the whole like political part of legalizing marijuana in Indianapolis and starting this, what you know?
It's a double-edged sword. In 2001, I sort of decided I was going to change my life and pull my head out of my ass because I was a bit of we were original OGs, okay? And it was time to chill down the lifestyle and start getting on a more positive path. So I decided to get on a positive path. I cleaned up my act, I cleaned up my game, and I started living a positive lifestyle. And in 2010, I got my minister's license because I had led myself up to a point where I was marrying people and I had such a positive thing going that, I got my license to marry people. I then grew feathers. I then, I've always been a cannabis activist, and I was a minister also. Prior to all this, I was a minister, and when you get your minister's license, it's like getting a lottery card. You always wonder, what if I ever hit? What if I ever got my own church? What would it be like? So this thought's been in the back of my mind since 2010. Hey, if I ever get a church one of these days. So little thoughts been going around in my brain ever since. And we had all this fabulous fertilizer all over the state that our governor had spread. He spread more shit all over our state with this RFRA thing, and we had such fertile ground that it allowed me to grow and blossom into a fantastic church. We filed our paperwork, we've done everything right. We are not criminals, we are religious activists seeking a common goal. And if we would have smoked on the first day and they would have arrested us, we would have been in criminal court and we would have lost.
Well, I know y'all said not to, but I totally did the first day.
Well, we didn't have any issues here. And so now we're in civil court and we're not the defendants. The city and the state are the defendants.
That's awesome.
Oh,
They
wow.
have to be able to prove to us if we are a religion or not. And any decisions that they make, this holds for every church out there, not just ours. So they have to be very careful on what they say and how they limit us. If they screw it up, they'll screw it up for every church. The fire marshal came in here, wanted to put a load limit on our building. Har, 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 you've got too many freaks here. Now, there's a problem with that. You never put a load limit on a church because on the high holy days, they oversell capacity. Every single church. And if you put it on one church, you have to put it on every single church. So all of a sudden, the fire marshal tucked tail and ran because he realized that if he did that, he'd have to be doing it to his own church. So it's an interesting game we're playing, and since we're not criminals, we're making them the defendants. We're going to win this clean out now because we're the good guys. I got the white hair to prove it.
Hashtag legalize it.
Hey, hashtag legalize it. Hey, hashtag health supplement.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, I would hate to see a world
There's
without
so many
cannabis.
different, there's so many different proven things that, you know what I'm saying, have already been proven. It's just the government don't
No,
wanna.
you can sit here anytime.
You know, I missed the whole conversation during the introduction.
Tell
When
us
I
a
said
little bit
the
about
horn thing, he asked me if they were horns or handlebars. You all missed it, the whole
That's
thing.
funny. You hold service Wednesday night, starts at 7 o'clock.
Services start at 7.
Okay.
They go until about 9. That's a 2-hour service. We encourage balloon fights.
Which was amazing.
That was
That was
awesome.
fun.
That is
They
absolutely
didn't miss
so
it,
fun.
we got it.
Yeah, that was fun.
Y'all see.
I got a couple shots of it all night.
Yeah, I mean, we encourage fun. I am a smile harvester, okay? If I can squeeze a smile out of each one of you, I have done my fucking job, okay? It is to put goodness in hearts, to open hearts, to let everybody feel loved, to be loved, and to have compassion for everybody. It's a fellowship of love. We do not talk about God in this church because as soon as you say the word God, you have a distinct definition in your mind. It might be an old bearded man, it might be a guy on a cross, it might be a guy in a tutu, okay? But if you just agree that God is love, and you remove the sexism of God, and you celebrate love in life's great adventure, you don't have the baggage of being called a sexist pig or you. That's not one of my 5,000 gods.
I love you. Just gonna say it.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
you.
I feel the love right now. I love you.
All of us as human beings understand love. We've understood it if it's a puppy, if it's our first kiss, if it's our first shtup, whatever it is. We all remember and know the feeling of love. We all agree on it. It doesn't matter what race, religion, color, political practice you are. Everybody understands that. As soon as we divide and start saying a little more specifics, let's get really specific about this, you're going to have people disagree. You know, that's why this religion is simple as pie. We got 7 days to remember. Oh, that's fucking hard. We got a suggested, not 10 commandments, but a suggestion of 12 better pathways of living. These are not mandatory. These are just suggestions to keep in your mind when you go through the day. The first one is the most important. Don't be an asshole. Treat everyone with love as an equal. And I want you to realize, I could not have come up with such a poignant, perfect statement if it wasn't for our blessed Saint Michael Pence. If it wasn't for Michael Pence, I could not have worded that so perfectly. Michael Pence is a great fertilizer. And it is his kindness and generosity and warmth that I am the polar opposite of. And I feel honored to be Mikey's polar opposite. You know? He's a good man. He tries hard at what I don't know. But he looks busy. You know? I gotta say that, he looks busy.
So what's the future holding for, where are we going with it as far as, what do you got planned for the future with the church? Congregation and everything.
All right, well, what do we got? Pie fight. Let's talk about a pie fight.
Pie fight? Or clowns of pie?
Hey, what kind of pie?
I like the way
Oh my lord.
That could be.
Yes, that could be a very interesting. I might rearrange my pie fight thought.
We got a pie.
You will have the kitty pie fight in the afternoon and one of the adult pie fight at night.
Early.
Pie eating contest.
Pie eating contest.
Yes,
How fucking we get down.
Looks
Oh, yeah,
they
question.
wiggle like Dumbo. Oh, that's it, baby. Talk to me.
All right, so
Yes.
Now
fuck yeah, let's get to some
Paul, you're telling us
interesting
about the
The future
pie
of the
night.
future.
Hashtag That's not a problem. Sorry, y'all. Yeah, no.
Oh, no, we're gonna do comedy nights, we're gonna have burlesque night, we're gonna possibly bring back Mondo Monday, which was a flea market gong show that we ran at the Vogue. We used to take over the Vogue on Monday nights, and that's when all the waiters and waitresses were off. So all the staff, all the wait staff would always come over to our shows. And we would have a gong show on the Vogue stage of talented people, doing everything from bands to comedy to destroying furniture, to sword swallowing to carnival things.
Oh, wow.
We had people cutting hair, we had flea market booths, we had clowns making balloon twisties. We decorated the place like a used car lot.
Yeah, witness that.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. And that's when drinking and driving was still legal, so it was a holy time.
That's funny.
Drive sober or get pulled
Yeah, and make sure you go check that out. They got the comedy nights Friday night. Again, service is every Wednesday night at 7. What time do the comedy start?
Comedy starts at 8, it's free, and please, come stoned.
Fuck yeah, come
There you go, you
come
did
kick it with Naptown's
That's
favorite
it.
stoners first. That's
This-
I will
So-
be, but you know.
Come kick it with us and shit.
Oh,
The
and
only
hey,
place
you know
in the
what?
city or the state that says, please, come here stoned.
Please be big.
Yeah, it's a good time. And then go down there and buy me a bunch of X-Men toys. Yes.
And I want some Ninja Turtles and
Oh,
shit.
let me get that Matrix.
Jason.
And I want that Egon,
Yeah.
and I want that Sable.
But we'll get you stoned first.
So come
All right,
here.
We'll get you stoned first.
Naptown's favorite stoners have found the most awesome
Yeah,
place.
we'll meet down the street, Blaze, and then come here,
Yeah,
and then I'll show you where you can buy me those X-Men toys.
Yeah, buddy.
Okay, well, while they're off on that subject, I do have a question.
Yes.
Outside of the obvious issues
Yes.
with politics and the police and that and the other, what was the hardest thing about starting the church? Like you had to find the building, had to set everything up, get stuff.
Finding the building was sheer joy. I mean, you ever shop for churches?
I did not actually.
That unto itself is a TV show.
Nice.
Oh yeah, and Nuvo voted as #1 church.
Oh, fuck yeah, shout out to
Okay,
we gotta
yeah, we
plug
gotta get
that.
that on camera.
Look at that. You see that?
Shout out to Nuvo, man. They've always showed mad love.
You're making me so happy.
Look at that. You see that?
Keep doing whatever you
Come fuck with them.
This guy is killing me, y'all. You're killing me.
All right, now we see. Now we haven't asked. Y'all are tripping. We Naptown's favorite stoners. This is what
I was leaving it
we
for
haven't
you.
asked
I was leaving it
anything
for you. It's your
that
question.
nobody else has already asked.
Yeah.
We fucking gotta give it to them like we fucking give it to them. So
Give them your
What's
question.
your favorite strain, man?
fuck yeah, that's
Okay. I'm an indica man.
Indica?
And
Depends what time of the day.
No. I'll wake up and I'll dab out on some indica wax if it's there. No
Yeah.
problem. Feel free. I'll play that famous game, Last Man Standing. I will. Anybody who wants to play Last Man Standing, I will play that game with them. Just bring the supplies.
You heard. Open challenge.
Yeah.
And bring me with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hit us up.
I went out to Colorado last year, and they said, "Oh, here comes this boy from Indiana. He ain't no shit. We'll bury him by lunchtime." Got there at 7 in the morning. 1 in the morning, when everybody was passed out on the floor, I decided it was time to go to bed. They all were on the floor. Daddy, don't get knocked down.
So I get knocked down.
That's an awesome. We're gonna have to definitely get in on that shit.
For us.
100% because we are Naptown's favorite stoners.
Yes.
I don't know how many times I'm gonna say that shit, but all right. So, where was that?
You got it?
No, I don't.
You got
I do have one. I do have a good one. You mentioned the candles 7 days of the week. They have candles that I will probably be put in here somewhere because I didn't get them in a video earlier for the 7 days of the week. But they also represent others, and you pointed out my tattoo. So I just have to ask to remind myself: live, laugh,
Live, love,
laugh, learn,
create, grow, teach.
create, grow, and teach. Learn, create, grow, and teach. Y'all don't forget that either. Live, love, laugh is out there like crazy.
That's the WhatUpNinja values. That
I'm just
cheap.
saying.
But that was #1 though.
I'm loving it. It's on my chest for a reason. That's like my shit. I can't help it.
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead. While you sitting over here fucking
Taking all the
like you're about
questions.
to fucking lose
Is
it.
saying my chest is a blessing to me?
My chest is a blessing to everybody.
Well then, brothers and sisters.
He may need a moment. Can I get it?
Can I get a different angle?
Or a different view.
POV. Innuendos.
What up, Ninja?
So, I'm gonna ask you a question. I mean, you probably don't get asked this very often, but I want to know.
You know,
Do you like wrestling?
I love wrestling. I came up with Dick the Bruiser days.
Everybody,
Another shout out. Fucking
Scotty
legendary in the
Romer
city.
was the photographer back in the day of all the wrestlers. And Scotty and I went to Sunday school together. So I've known Scotty and I've watched wrestling throughout the years through Scotty's eyes. Scotty is just a madman. Scotty can pull up some pictures of Dick the Bruiser in the dressing room from 1968. They can look at it.
if I could fucking get my hands on one of those, dude.
Shout out.
Your
What's that
point
guy's
man is Scott Romer.
Scott Romer.
Scott Romer is the leading
shout out to Scott
wrestling
Romer.
photographer in the Midwest and has been for a couple decades.
Nice.
He's ESPN Sports, all the, he's a big to-do. But,
To do. Everything comes in threes, guys.
Yeah.
yeah,
3 days,
well,
3 to do.
There you go.
ding, ding, ding.
That means it's time to line up ninjas.
Three
All right,
skips,
boys,
3
you should.
skips.
Y'all heard the bell.
Y'all heard the bell.
Y'all cool. Y'all ain't in here. Fucking light y'all shit up. Fucking right now.
Why did
It's
you know
it's
that was
420
well
somewhere.
in here?
So do you follow it currently, or did you just like kind of do it?
I grew up with it.
Okay.
Blackjack Lanza, Dick the Bruiser,
Crusher.
the Sheik, everybody. I mean, it was what you did. You went down to the armory. And we all went to the armory because that's where you saw all the good wrestling was at the armory.
Where was that? No?
Tyndall Armory, right
Okay.
downtown. It was, and then they had wrestling at the Vogue. Dick the Bruiser took his show to the Vogue.
Nice.
Shout out to the Vogue, man.
The Rings.
They-
Jared Benton. Good ass.
They where the stage where the bar is now. They had a
World Wrestling Alliance, if I remember right. Is that what it was called? The World Wrestling Alliance? I believe it was Dick the
World
Bruiser's
Wrestling
company.
Alliance.
There were two different groups. First one was Dick the Bruiser's group,
Yeah.
and the second one was a guy's group who did famous women of wrestling, women's famous wrestling, something.
Hello?
I,
Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling?
gorgeous, that was it, Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling.
Hello, yeah.
And then he took it out to Vegas, and then the Vegas guys took it away from him.
That's
That-
what's it.
Yeah, he built this little thing up, and then he took it out to Vegas for a big show, and then they sort of said, hey, great show, you're out of the business. You know, we own it now, thank you, bye. And he was like, oh, I've been fucked. Yes, you have.
No.
I didn't fucking.
All right.
Talk about the first thing that pops up.
Why not?
Made me happy.
Any
I'm
questions?
making
you
the
got?
pastor happy, yo.
All right, so your stoner, you said that you preferred that. Okay, what is your preferred preferred form to, I guess, medicate then? Maybe like
Now, if you're talking head or body,
Both.
you know, if I'm looking for head, I would do wax stabs. If I'm looking for body, I would do oil. You know, for arthritis, for pains, for all that stuff, you know, for basic pain management, RSO oil. For basic head management, cannabis and, sorry,
Pause for the frame, y'all.
cannabis or hash.
Yeah. Okay, so there's like, all right, so what do you prefer versus like, say, rolled versus bowls?
Now, there we go.
That's good.
If I have an unlimited supply, I prefer a large spliff.
Yes.
I would like to leave a 1-inch, 2-inch roach, about ½ inch in diameter, and you know, something somebody else would say, oh, well, damn, that's a joint. Okay, that's a roach. I can smoke with the best of them.
Yeah.
That's what's
Now let's fast forward. I know this is a question that a lot of stoners that heard about the first church of the cannabis wanted to
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Wanted to know the fucking thing.
They wanna
Let's
know.
fast forward a little bit to when you've already fucking won the court case, right? We'll fast forward. This has happened. We're not gonna go with if kind of thing, because we know what's gonna
Yeah,
happen.
so once it's allowed.
So,
As of right
Right.
now, it will be.
yeah.
Well, right now, we cannot consume anything on premise, you know.
Guilty.
Once we
Incriminating.
Once we have this, we will probably be open all day, from about 10 in the morning until about 11 at night, running services and having our gift shop open. Know what I mean?
Where I will be
So
coming
we
and spending all my
And we
money.
will also, on the off days, be looking at opening up in Gary and Fort Wayne and South Bend and, you know, Terre Haute.
So when that happens, he's gonna bring a 6-footer and
Yeah,
like gonna fucking
Well,
Being like Blaze, I'm
gonna
in here,
blast off
right?
the
Well,
fucking 6-footer.
we are trying to work out the, once we win the case, we win the case, but then there comes the henpecking of how we actually go about doing it.
Yeah.
Yourself, you might-
Because we have growers in, you know, 4 states that are begging to be the church sacrament. You know, I've been called out to California on consulting gigs and,
Can I make a request for that to be like some like straight up
Good. Look at me. Do you really think
Honey,
the first service?
This is like, honey, this is like a quadruple OG. I'm pretty sure he knows what he's doing
Y'all heard
here.
this.
I'm pretty sure it'll be good. I like that old Afghani, I like the old Packy.
G13.
Yeah, no, G13 doesn't lay me down as hard as I want it to. I know where there's some original G13 that's been going around for 28 years now. And he's stayed with that strain forever, and it's really a fabulous strain. But I like the shit that just kicks you in the ball. I'm sorry, give me that big Afghani bud, or give me that big wacky packy bud that is so dank, dirty tasting, it just sort of smells like a skunky sock.
I'm getting hard.
Yeah, when it smells like a skunky sock, you know you're just down and dirty.
Oh.
All right.
Yo, this.
All right, no, I gotta ask
this
you a
is
question
getting a little
because
bit-
like it just, I want to know, man. I know we can't do it here, but I want to know what's up with What Up Ninja getting with you on like an OG smoking session. And if we can't talk about that on camera, we'll edit
No,
it.
we can't put that down on
Because
camera.
we definitely fuck with the best in the city.
You want to sit down and play?
Hey, you hear that? Cut this. Make sure you cut this part.
Right here. Look, when we ride out on the camera and do this shit like this, cut that shit.
Yeah, cut this right here.
Earmuffs.
Don't put that part in. But yeah, straight up.
Yeah.
And then I was like, no way, bro. And she was like, yeah.
All right, Kim, you want to ask Abigail's question? She forgot what it was.
I did not.
Look,
I did
this is
not.
the non-stoner, y'all. This is the non-stoner.
We be getting so high, she just
Blonde
get
Robin.
She just gets high through
I
us.
don't know when she's blonde.
I would, you know, honestly, the issue with me right now is that y'all just kind of took it over, so I just kind of kept my mouth shut. I was like, yep, I'm not getting a word in edgewise on this one, so I just didn't even think about it. So yes, I will ask Abigail's question.
Cool.
So AJ's 10-year-old daughter would like to know.
Shout out to Abby.
Shout out, Abby, baby, love you, baby girl. Do you watch scary movies? I can't do it. What's your favorite scary movie?
Of all time.
Of all time, if every single one of all history is lined up in front of you, you only got time to watch
I
them
know
all.
Shazam.
The one that had me jump out of my skin the most was the very first Nightmare on Elm Street.
Shout out to Freddie.
Shout out to
Yours?
Freddie, all right, here it is. We had been up for maybe a week and a half.
Couple Quaaludes later.
No, we were going the other way. And this is back in the 70s, 80s, whenever that shit was popular.
Yeah.
And the movie had just come out, and we got a copy. And we're tweaking. And we started watching this.
Oh shit.
And it's the middle of night, and we just got in from the bars. And we heard something in the basement. Now, I went over and I opened the door to the basement, and we're watching the movie in the other room.
You're actually shaking while you're talking.
It's
You're
good.
literally
We don't
shaking.
talk about it. Johnny died that
He
day.
is literally shaking, yo.
The ironing board was double hooked on the door, okay? So we opened the door and the ironing board came out and then slammed onto the door. We jumped, we ran, our feet did not touch the floor. We made it through 2 rooms and ended up in the living room with the girlfriend who was also very, and she started screaming because she saw me running like a rabbit. And we all started screaming, and it was all because we were tweaked watching Nightmare on Elm Street and the goddamn ironing board bang that. So yeah, it's something I will remember for the rest of my life, and yeah, fucking awesome.
Okay, I do have an off-the-wall question just from that story. What is the all-time, top-of-the-line, most embarrassing moment you've ever had? I gotta know.
Yeah,
I gotta know.
spot.
I'm sorry, just because stoners go through so much shit.
No, wait a minute, I don't get embarrassed. I'm the guy, look,
Even when you were younger, you didn't get embarrassed as a child?
I am the guy,
Causing the embarrassments?
yes. I had a theory back in the 80s, 70s, and 80s that no one will fight a naked crazy man.
That's true.
I would, before I got in a fight, I would go into a corner of a bar, I would strip off all my clothes, and then I would go get in a motherfucking fight.
So this happens on multiple occasions.
Oh, yeah. No. The bouncers at the patio were trained, because I worked there, were trained to keep an eye on me and Chubby. If you see Bill taking off his clothes, stop
Get him out the building.
Stop him. If you see Chubby take off his glasses, stop him. Because that was our telltale sign that we're gonna get in a fight. Chubby would take off his glasses, and the next thing you know, he'd be in a fight. I would start taking off my clothes, and I'd be in a fight. Now, there's nothing like having a naked skinny man whooping your ass.
There you go. What Up Ninja, the
Oh,
first search
you're
Cannabis
touching.
brings you defense
Okay,
tips.
so since there's not an embarrassing moment for you, what would you say is the funniest thing you've ever done to embarrass somebody else?
Funniest time
All
I ever got
time.
busted by the cops.
Damn.
It's never funny, I guess.
The best setup I
That
had,
sucks.
The best
we
setup.
took one of my daughters to Trinity. I was doing my rounds as a tattoo salesman, and she was with me, and we put a little rub-on tattoo on her ankle, and then we put some goop over it, and we wrapped it in bandage. And we went home, and we looked at Mom, and I said, it was Emily's 14th birthday, and I got her the tattoo she always wanted. Now, Mom started to undo this, and Mom started getting very loud, very upset. And then, when Mom saw that it was greasy,
Mama ain't happy to know you.
Mom turned and started to pick up something very heavy and to come toward me and to hurt me physically. And that's when the whole family sort of jumped on her and said, no, it's just a joke, it's not real. So, yeah, set her up like a bowling pin, and I almost lost my life, but it was fun.
Alright, I have a stoner question. And look, don't everybody fucking yell at me at once if I'm a dick about this. I'm not trying to be a dick, I'm trying to ask a question that goes through my stoner mind. I've been trying to figure out the fucking best, funniest way to fucking ask this. Have the movie companies been in touch yet about Back to the Future 4?
Have the what?
That's what you get. See, everybody's like, what? About Back to the Future 4. Like, I'm not the first person.
I have had
Y'all
discussions.
see Doc Brown, right?
Yeah.
Stoners, come on now.
I
Fucking love Back to the
You
Future.
can mention the DeLorean, right?
Oh, yeah.
Rick and Morty.
Well, that's what that is. Back to the Future. I fucking love Back to the Future. I just mean that in any disrespectful way at all.
There's one. What's your favorite movie of all time?
Debbie Does Dallas.
I love that we got somebody laughing in the background.
Godfather, 1907
Goodfellas.
1959 in chronological order. That was only shown once on TV, and I finally got an edit after 100 years. It's a 7-hour film.
Yeah.
It's 1 and 2 with something like 90 minutes of added footage. Yeah, yeah, it's like.
So where we at?
So do you got anything you want to ask us? Like,
I know, I want you to do me a favor.
yeah.
3 words.
I love you.
That's
Light it up.
I love you.
I love you.
Yeah, fire it up. That's perfect.
All right.
You don't wanna let go, y'all.
All right. This is the part. Y'all back the fuck up.
I'm
Y'all
staying.
see all about this shit.
I got you. You
All
want
right,
me to do
this
the
is the
camera?
part. Yep. This is the part of the interview. It's all about you. Anything you want to say, do. If you want to say fuck off and get the hell out of here, whatever you want to say or do.
If there's anybody you wanna give a shout out to,
Anything you want to say or do, this is all. The spotlight is all you.
I want to bite that ass.
See, maybe I should have been shooting this.
well, here, take the fucking camera.
All right.
Oh wow, exclusively on What Up Ninja.
I mean, oh,
She's got it. There we go. Your wish is my
oh shit, he's
command.
actually. okay.
Only on What Up Ninja.
Only exclusively on What Up Ninja, y'all.
No, that's a nice ass. I like that. I'd stick my teeth in that anytime. That's a good booty.
There you go, y'all.
Well, damn, look at it. You've seen it.
Y'all see it here first,
Well, there
Ninjas.
you go. All right, so I got
The
one
lovely
last
Cammy Rose.
Yeah.
Hold
Why
on,
don't
let
you
me.
look into the camera and tell them where they can check out the dopest videos on YouTube?
You know where to get the dopest videos on YouTube? What Up Ninja?
Subscribe, baby, you got it.
Whoop, whoop.
And that's what fuck.
What
Okay,
up,
hold this.
Ninja? What up, Ninja? What up,
Zoom it out.
Ninja?
And that's what's up, Ninjas.
Whoop, whoop.